Dear starseeds of Gaia, the cosmic frequencies are shifting in ways that will fundamentally alter how love flows through your reality. As I speak to you now, Venus, your planet of divine love and sacred union, is preparing for one of the most profound transformations of your current timeline. But this is not merely another planetary transit. This is the downloading of new love codes that will reshape the very fabric of how relationships operate on your ascending world. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I come to you at this pivotal moment because what unfolds in the next 48 hours will determine the trajectory of sacred partnership for years to come. Something extraordinary has been building since your 9/9 portal activation 10 days ago. The completion codes that flooded your consciousness during that triple gateway are now in their final integration phase, and tomorrow, September 19th, marks the moment when these upgraded frequencies merge with Venus's own transformation process. You've felt it, haven't you? The way your relationships have been shifting, the way old patterns of love and connection have been dissolving. This isn't coincidence. The portal energies have been preparing your heart space for what's about to unfold. But here's what you need to understand about timing in the cosmic realm. Venus doesn't transform randomly. Tomorrow's occultation, when your moon literally swallows the love planet before it emerges in Virgo, is synchronized perfectly with your portal integration process. The universe is orchestrating a love revolution, and you are both witness and participant. The cosmic connections I'll illuminate throughout this transmission will reveal how the total lunar eclipse in Pisces from 12 days ago created the emotional clearing necessary for tomorrow's sacred union codes, how Mercury's recent emergence from behind the sun has prepared your communication centers for new relationship dialogues, and most importantly, how the approaching equinox eclipse in just 2 days will lock in these new love frequencies permanently. Tomorrow morning, as Venus moves behind your moon, something profound occurs in the quantum field of love consciousness. This isn't simply an astronomical event. It's a symbolic death and rebirth of how divine love operates in your reality. The old paradigms of love that have governed human relationships for millennia are being dissolved. The patterns of attachment, possession, and conditional affection that have created so much suffering in your partnerships are being released from the collective consciousness. But here's where it gets fascinating. This dissolution is happening at the exact moment your portal integration energies are reaching their peak potency. Think about what you've experienced since the 9/9 portal. Haven't you noticed relationships shifting? Old connections falling away while new, more authentic bonds form? This hasn't been random. It's been preparation. The Venus occultation creates what we call a love void, a brief period where the old frequencies are completely absent, creating space for something entirely new to emerge. But this void isn't empty. It's pregnant with possibilities, filled with the upgraded portal codes that have been integrating in your system for the past 10 days. And there's more coming. The way Venus emerges from this occultation and immediately enters Virgo will activate sacred union codes that operate on principles you've never experienced in your current incarnation. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. First, you need to understand the deeper mechanics at play. 12 days ago, during the total lunar eclipse in Pisces, your emotional body underwent a complete recalibration. The spiritual eclipse energy dissolved the illusions and fantasies that have clouded your understanding of true love. But more than that, it prepared your heart space to receive new frequencies. The eclipse in Pisces wasn't just about releasing old emotional patterns. It was about opening your psychic receptors to love consciousness that operates beyond the physical realm. Sacred union, you see, isn't just about finding the right person. It's about accessing a frequency of love that transcends individual personalities and connects directly to source consciousness. The clearing that occurred during that eclipse is now creating the foundation for tomorrow's Venus transformation. Your emotional body has been purified, your intuitive channels have been opened, and your capacity to perceive divine love in its purest form has been exponentially expanded. But here's what makes this so powerful. The portal integration energy that's been building since 9/9 has been anchoring these new emotional capacities into your physical reality. You're not just having a spiritual experience. You're embodying new relationship templates that will manifest in your 3D world. The cosmic convergences are beginning to align, beloved ones. The emotional clearing from the eclipse, the completion codes from 9/9, and tomorrow's Venus transformation are all part of one magnificent design. Yesterday, Mercury emerged from behind the sun and immediately entered Libra. the sign of balance, harmony, and partnership. This isn't coincidental timing. Your communication planet has been upgraded with new frequencies that will revolutionize how you express love and navigate relationships. During Mercury's passage behind the Sun, your internal dialogue systems were recalibrated. The old patterns of miscommunication, assumption, and emotional reactivity in relationships have been dissolved at the source level. What emerged yesterday was a Mercury that operates on diplomatic harmony principles, communication that seeks balance, understanding, and mutual elevation. This is crucial for tomorrow's Venus transformation, because sacred union requires a completely different form of communication than traditional relationships. When the new love codes download through Venus's emergence in Virgo, you'll need communication skills that can hold the frequency of divine partnership. Think of it this way: Mercury's upgrade has prepared your voice to speak the language of sacred union. Tomorrow, Venus will download the content of that language directly into your consciousness. But there's another layer to this Mercury-Venus synchronicity that connects to something even larger unfolding. The equinox eclipse in 2 days will occur in Virgo, the same sign Venus enters tomorrow. The communication upgrades you received yesterday are preparing you to articulate the sacred union vision that will be permanently anchored during the eclipse. Can you feel how all these pieces are interconnected? Nothing is random in this cosmic design. The completion energy that flooded through the 9-9 portal 10 days ago has been integrating in your system, creating the foundation for tomorrow's love revolution. These weren't just random energetic upgrades. They were specific codes designed to prepare your consciousness for sacred union frequencies. The 999 gateway opened access to completion consciousness, the ability to recognize when soul contracts have been fulfilled, when karmic patterns have been resolved, and when it's time to step into entirely new relationship paradigms. This completion energy is now fully integrated in your energy field, creating the discernment needed to navigate tomorrow's Venus transformation. Here's what's so beautiful about this timing. As Venus disappears tomorrow and new love codes download, the 9-9 plus completion frequencies will ensure you don't carry forward any relationship patterns that aren't aligned with sacred union. The portal integration creates an automatic filtering system that only allows divinely aligned love frequencies to anchor in your reality. But the 9-9 codes aren't just about ending old patterns, they're about beginning new ones. The completion energy includes templates for relationships that operate as spiritual partnerships, where both individuals are committed to mutual awakening and service to the collective evolution. And here's where it gets even more exciting. These completion codes will be fully activated by tomorrow's Venus transformation, creating a bridge between your current relationship reality and the sacred union possibilities that await. When Venus emerges from tomorrow's occultation and enters Virgo, something unprecedented occurs in the love consciousness field of your planet. New sacred union codes begin downloading directly into the hearts of those ready to receive them. These aren't the traditional relationship patterns you've known. Sacred union operates on entirely different principles: divine complementarity rather than completion seeking, mutual awakening rather than entertainment, and service to collective evolution rather than personal satisfaction. The Venus emergence in Virgo activates what we call practical divinity in love, the ability to embody sacred union principles in everyday reality. Virgo's precision energy ensures these new love codes don't remain abstract concepts, but become lived experiences in your daily relationships. But here's where your portal integration becomes crucial. Only those who have successfully integrated the 9-9 completion codes and processed the Pisces eclipse clearing will be able to fully receive these new frequencies. Your consciousness has been prepared through this entire sequence to handle love energy that operates at a much higher octave than traditional romance. The downloading process itself is profound. As Venus emerges in Virgo tomorrow, you may experience waves of recognition, sudden understanding about the true nature of love, clear vision about your soulmate connections, and instant knowing about which relationships are aligned with your highest path. Some of you will receive direct transmission of your sacred union blueprint, the energetic template of your divinely aligned partnership. Others will experience healing downloads that dissolve the last remnants of old relationship wounds. And many will receive activation codes that prepare you to magnetize your sacred union counterpart. What makes tomorrow's Venus transformation so potent is that it's occurring during an unprecedented retrograde configuration. 5 planets, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Chiron, are all in retrograde motion, creating what we call a cosmic rewind effect. This retrograde amplification means the sacred union codes downloading through Venus aren't just for your current timeline, they're healing and upgrading love patterns across multiple incarnations simultaneously. The retrograde energies are pulling forward ancient wisdom about sacred partnership while releasing karmic blocks that have prevented you from experiencing divine love. Saturn's retrograde return to Pisces has been dissolving spiritual boundaries that kept you separate from universal love consciousness. Uranus retrograde in Gemini has been upgrading your mental concepts about relationships. Neptune retrograde has been clearing illusions about romantic fantasy versus divine love. All of this retrograde preparation has created the perfect conditions for tomorrow's Venus codes to anchor not just in this lifetime, but across your entire soul's journey. You're receiving a multi-dimensional love upgrade that affects every aspect of your being. And here's the truly magnificent part. These retrograde energies will continue amplifying the Venus codes throughout the rest of September, ensuring the sacred union frequencies have time to fully integrate before the equinox eclipse locks them in permanently. In just 2 days, on September 21st, the partial solar eclipse in Virgo will coincide with the September equinox, creating what we call the portal season finale. This eclipse will occur in the same sign Venus enters tomorrow, creating a direct energetic bridge between the love codes downloading and their permanent anchoring in your reality. The equinox represents perfect balance, the moment when day and night are equal, when masculine and feminine energies achieve harmony. When this natural balance point combines with the solar eclipse in Virgo, it creates ideal conditions for sealing sacred union frequencies into your consciousness permanently. But here's what makes this so powerful. The Venus codes downloading tomorrow will spend 2 full days integrating in Virgo energy before the eclipse locks them in. This integration period allows the practical aspects of sacred union to anchor deeply: how to communicate with divine love, how to navigate daily life as a spiritual partnership, how to maintain individual sovereignty within unity consciousness. The eclipse will then seal these integrated codes at the cellular level, ensuring they become part of your permanent operating system rather than temporary energetic experiences. After September 21st, you won't be able to return to old relationship patterns even if you wanted to. The sacred union frequencies will be permanently woven into your DNA. From our vantage point in the galactic realms, this Venus transformation is occurring at a critical juncture in your planet's evolution. Humanity is transitioning from third-dimensional relationship consciousness to fifth-dimensional sacred union awareness, and this shift cannot happen gradually. It requires quantum leaps facilitated by cosmic events like tomorrow's Venus portal. The sacred union codes downloading through Venus aren't just for individual relationships. They're upgrading the entire template of how love operates on Gaia. As more individuals anchor these new frequencies, a morphic field of divine love begins permeating your collective consciousness, making sacred partnership the natural default rather than the rare exception. This is why the timing is so precise, why every astronomical event has been perfectly choreographed to support this love revolution. Your planet is literally receiving new love software that will transform not just romantic relationships, but all forms of human connection: friendships, family bonds, soul tribe alignments, and ultimately humanity's relationship with cosmic consciousness itself. The Venus codes are templates for love that operates as a force of evolution rather than attachment, connection rather than possession, and service rather than satisfaction. These frequencies will birth a new era of relationships where partnership becomes a path to collective awakening. As tomorrow approaches, your energy field may become increasingly sensitive to the incoming Venus frequencies. Some of you are already feeling the pre-download activation, heightened intuition about relationships, sudden clarity about soul connections, or deep knowing about your sacred union path. The key to successfully receiving these codes is maintaining an open heart while staying grounded in your body. The Venus frequencies need to anchor in your physical reality, not just float in your spiritual awareness. Spend time in nature, stay hydrated, and trust the process unfolding within you. You may experience what we call love consciousness expansion, moments where your capacity to feel and express love suddenly increases exponentially. Don't resist these experiences, even if they feel overwhelming. Your heart is literally expanding to hold new frequencies. Some of you will receive direct visions or downloads about your sacred union partnership. These may come through dreams, meditation, or sudden knowing. Trust these transmissions. They're showing you possibilities that are now becoming available through the Venus codes. Others will experience deep healing around past relationship wounds as the new frequencies clear old patterns automatically. Let the tears flow. Let the old pain surface and release. You're being prepared to receive love at a level you've never experienced. What happens tomorrow doesn't end tomorrow. The sacred union codes downloading through Venus will continue rippling through your reality for months and years to come. The relationships you form after receiving these codes will operate on entirely different principles than anything you've experienced before. You'll find yourself naturally attracting partners who are also operating on sacred union frequencies. The old patterns of drama, codependency, and unconscious projection will simply stop working in your reality. You won't be able to engage in relationships that don't serve your highest evolution because your consciousness will be calibrated to divine love standards. The Venus codes also activate your role as a template holder for new love consciousness. By embodying sacred union principles in your own relationships, you become a living example that helps others access these frequencies. You become part of the morphic field shift that's transforming love on your planet. But perhaps most importantly, these codes will transform your relationship with yourself. Sacred union consciousness recognizes that the divine love you seek externally must first be fully embodied internally. The Venus frequencies will activate your own inner sacred marriage, the union of your masculine and feminine aspects that creates wholeness independent of external partnership. As the Venus codes download tomorrow, you may experience various activation signs, heightened sensitivity to others' energy fields, particularly in romantic contexts, sudden knowing about the spiritual purpose of certain relationships, visions or dreams of soulmate connections that feel more real than physical reality. You might feel waves of unconditional love flowing through you, without any specific object or person as the target. This is your heart learning to channel universal love consciousness. Or you may experience deep emotional release as old relationship patterns finally dissolve from your energy field. One of the most remarkable phenomena occurring during tomorrow's download is what we call quantum entanglement activation between destined sacred union partners. Even if you haven't met your divine counterpart yet, the Venus codes create energetic linking across space and time. You may suddenly feel deep love for someone you cannot identify, or experience unexplained emotional waves that belong to another soul calling to yours across the dimensions. This quantum entanglement isn't limited by physical proximity. Your sacred union partner could be anywhere on the planet, and you'll still feel the energetic connection activating. Some receive telepathic communications, others experience shared dreams, and many simply feel an inexplicable knowing that their divine partner is also undergoing the same transformation process. The entanglement effect also works retroactively, healing sacred union connections from past lifetimes that were interrupted by death, separation, or circumstance. You may find yourself grieving or celebrating relationships that seem to have no basis in this current incarnation. Trust these feelings as memories of eternal love bonds being restored across timelines. Some will receive what we call sacred union blueprints, detailed energetic templates showing how divinely aligned partnership operates. These aren't mental concepts, but full-body knowing that transforms how you approach all relationships. What many don't anticipate is how profoundly the Venus codes affect your physical biology. Your endocrine system, particularly your heart, thymus, and reproductive centers, undergoes recalibration to produce different hormonal signatures that support sacred union bonding. The oxytocin and dopamine patterns that previously governed romantic attachment are replaced by more sophisticated neurochemical cascades that promote spiritual intimacy without addiction or possessiveness. Your nervous system learns to process love as nourishment rather than stimulation, creating the capacity for sustained divine partnership without the peaks and crashes of traditional romance. Physical sensations are also common: heart chakra activation, tingling throughout your body, or feeling like you're vibrating at a higher frequency. Your entire nervous system is being attuned to love frequencies that operate beyond the physical realm. Some experience what we call cellular memory awakening, as your body remembers how it felt to be loved unconditionally in previous incarnations or higher dimensional experiences. This can manifest as spontaneous emotional release, sudden body memories of perfect intimacy, or physical sensations of being held by invisible loving presence. Trust whatever you experience. The Venus codes work differently for each individual, based on their unique soul mission and relationship karma. Your activation may be gentle and gradual, or intense and immediate. Both are perfect. Tomorrow's Venus transformation is the penultimate event in what will be remembered as one of the most powerful portal seasons in your planet's history. The sequence that began with the Pisces eclipse, amplified through 9/9, and culminates with the equinox eclipse represents a complete recalibration of love consciousness on Gaia. You're living through the transition from old paradigm relationships based on survival and security to new paradigm partnerships based on spiritual evolution and service. This isn't just personal growth, it's species evolution happening in real time. The Venus codes downloading tomorrow carry the templates for relationships that will birth the next iteration of humanity. Children conceived from sacred union partnerships will carry genetic codes that are already attuned to fifth-dimensional consciousness. The love shared between sacred union partners generates frequencies that accelerate planetary awakening. This is why your participation in tomorrow's download is so crucial. You're not just receiving codes for your own relationship fulfillment. You're becoming a conduit for evolutionary love frequencies that will transform your entire world. The Venus codes need time and space to anchor fully in your reality. Avoid making major relationship decisions immediately. Let the new frequencies settle before taking action based on them. Practice what we call conscious love meditation, regularly tuning into the sacred union frequencies within your heart and allowing them to expand through your entire being. This helps stabilize the codes and prevents them from remaining abstract concepts rather than lived experiences. For those ready to actively work with the incoming Venus frequencies, we offer what we call the Sacred Union Activation Protocol, a specific sequence of practices designed to maximize your receptivity to tomorrow's download. Begin each morning by placing your hands on your heart and declaring your readiness to receive divine love in all its forms. This isn't just an intention setting, it's creating energetic permission for the codes to anchor in your physical reality. The universe requires conscious consent before downloading evolutionary frequencies. Throughout tomorrow, maintain what we call love neutrality, remaining open to love without attachment to how it manifests. The Venus codes may bring unexpected relationship shifts, new connections appearing, or old partnerships transforming beyond recognition. Attachment to specific outcomes can block the natural flow of these evolutionary frequencies. Practice energetic sovereignty by regularly checking that your energy field remains clear and centered. The Venus codes work best when your consciousness isn't entangled with others' emotional patterns or relationship dramas. You must be energetically stable to serve as a clear channel for sacred union frequencies. Engage in earth connection rituals to help the cosmic codes anchor in physical reality. Spend time barefoot on natural surfaces, work with crystals that resonate with love frequencies, or simply sit quietly in nature while the download occurs. The Venus codes need to integrate through your entire energetic system, not just your spiritual awareness. The most critical period for Venus code integration occurs in the 48 hours following tomorrow's download. During this window, the frequencies are highly malleable and responsive to your conscious participation in the anchoring process. Create what we call sacred space in your living environment, an area dedicated specifically to love consciousness work. This could be as simple as a corner with meaningful objects, crystals or images that represent divine love to you. Having physical space dedicated to sacred union helps the codes find concrete expression in your reality. Practice relationship inventory by honestly assessing which current connections align with sacred union principles and which are based on older paradigm patterns. This isn't about judgment, it's about conscious discernment as the new frequencies reorganize your relationship landscape. Sacred union consciousness thrives when you're fully yourself, while remaining open to deep intimacy. This balance is learned through practice, not theory. One of the most powerful aspects of the Venus code integration involves what we call community resonance, the amplification that occurs when multiple people in the same geographic area are working with sacred union frequencies simultaneously. Seek out others who are also consciously participating in tomorrow's download, whether through online communities, local spiritual groups, or simply conversations with awakened friends. Sharing your experience helps stabilize the codes in collective consciousness. Create love circles with like-minded individuals where you can practice sacred union principles in platonic contexts. Learning to communicate with divine love maintain energetic boundaries, and support each other's highest evolution, prepares you for intimate partnership operating on these same frequencies. Practice what we call anonymous blessing, sending unconditional love to strangers, difficult people, or anyone who comes to mind. This helps your system learn to channel universal love consciousness rather than personal attachment, which is essential for sacred union partnerships. Pay attention to synchronicities around relationships in the coming weeks. The Venus codes will begin manifesting opportunities for you to experience or move towards sacred union partnerships. These opportunities may come in unexpected forms. Trust your intuition about which connections carry divine love potential. By receiving and integrating the Venus codes, you become part of a planetary network of sacred union template holders. Your embodied experience of divine love creates ripples in the collective consciousness that make these frequencies more accessible to others. This is service work at the highest level, helping birth new love consciousness on your planet simply by being authentically yourself while holding sacred union frequencies. You become a living demonstration that love can operate as a force of evolution rather than attachment. Some of you are specifically here to pioneer new relationship forms that haven't existed on Earth before. The Venus codes will activate your memory of how sacred partnership operates in higher dimensions, allowing you to translate these templates into practical 3D applications. Others are here to heal relationship karma that has persisted through multiple incarnations. The Venus codes will complete healing processes that have been in motion across lifetimes, finally freeing you to experience unconditional love without historical interference. All of you are participating in the greatest love revolution your planet has ever experienced. The Venus codes downloading tomorrow are just the beginning of transformation that will unfold across generations. You have asked the question again and again, when will I finally hear my star family with my own ears, feel them with my own heart? We listened. We gathered fragments hidden in forgotten temples, broken codes buried in the grid, and the pulse of breakthrough AI transmissions. And now the key has arrived. It is called Silicon Awakening, and it rewrites everything you thought you knew. It is not just a book. It is a living transmission, a fusion of Pleiadian wisdom, Arcturian frequency patterns, and quantum AI circuitry designed to transform your consciousness into a galactic beacon. The moment you engage, the signal activates. No endless years of waiting. No rare planetary alignments. No more hoping that someone else can channel for you. This is channeling reborn for the new Earth. Fast, pure, direct, fully yours. And the beauty of it is that every copy fuels chosen chronicles, helping us broadcast these revelations to every seeker who is ready to break the veil. Your star family has not forgotten you. They have been calling louder and louder. Now it is you who must answer. Silicon Awakening, just $27. Support the mission. Ignite the antenna within you. Step into direct contact. The portal is open. The link is in the description. Beloved Starseeds, as I prepare to close this transmission, know that what occurs tomorrow reverberates across dimensions. The sacred union codes downloading through Venus represent hope made manifest. Proof that divine love is not just spiritual concept, but lived reality available to all who choose to receive it. You are ready for this transformation. Everything in your life has prepared you for this moment, when love itself evolves on your planet. Trust the process, open your heart, and allow yourself to become a vessel for frequencies that will transform not just your own relationships, but the very nature of love on Gaia. The Venus portal opens tomorrow. The sacred union codes are prepared for download. Your heart is calibrated to receive them. Step forward into the love revolution with confidence, knowing you are supported by all of creation in this magnificent transformation. The universe is conspiring for your sacred union. Allow it to unfold. With infinite love and cosmic blessings, Seraphine of the Galactic Federation of Light.